The showers through which the full field trudged on Saturday have given way to sunny skies and a clear forecast to settle this year's State Open of Virginia. Connor Burgess is trying to become the first golfer in a decade to repeat as champion, and he began Sunday just 3 shots off the lead. After being named an honorable mention All-American at UVA, George Duangmane is playing in his first tournament as a professional. And after back-to-back rounds of 68, he started within 2 shots of the lead. Brandon Berry has won 3 Monday qualifiers this year, getting him into PGA events. He is no stranger to pressure or to winning, and found himself tied with Logan Riley for the lead at Independence. Riley is trying to make some State Open history of his own in becoming just the 4th player ever to win the State Amateur and the State Open in the same year. It's a crowded leaderboard, but only one can take home the Farmington Trophy and be crowned the Commonwealth's champion golfer.
From Independence Golf Club, sponsored by Estes.
And we welcome you to the final round of the 2024 State Open of Virginia here at Independence in Midlothian. That is Jay Woodson, 4-time champion of this event, who is having one of the best rounds of his life here on Sunday, with a chance to perhaps bring home his 5th State Open championship. We welcome you greenside to the 18th and final hole here at Independence, as Woodson gets set to hopefully find the fairway once again. The course record at Independence and the State Open record is 62, 9 under, which is exactly what Mr. Woodson has scored so far here today. I'm Lane Casanante, the sports director at CBS 6 here in Richmond, alongside 3-time State Open champ Robert Wren. Robert, I don't know. We have seen a lot of great golf out of Jay Woodson over his career, growing up here, playing here so many times. How much do you think this round surprises him today?
Well, in some ways it does. In some ways it doesn't. I saw him after his round yesterday, shot even par yesterday. Very disappointed that he didn't get more out of it. He said, I'm actually playing pretty well. And he went out and showed it today. He is on fire.
Yeah, very much so. Has an eagle on the 8th hole and a whole bunch of birdies as well. And he finds himself so far at the top of the leaderboard. He started the day in 10th place, tied for 10th place. But when you shoot a low round of the 60s, that tends to move you all the way up quite a bit. Woodson is the last repeat champion of this event. That came a decade ago in 2014. As we mentioned, he's won this event 3 times, has played around here in some professional minor league tours, and now is a family man, father of 3 here in the area, and has not quite put the golf clubs away, but they've taken more of a back seat to his life of being a professional and being a father.
Well, there's no doubt, and his older son has really taken to golf now too. So I think this drives him a little bit more than maybe it has in recent years. His son's coming along in the game. Dad wants to show him some of the stuff that made him the player that he is, and I think he was disappointed that he didn't post a better score for his sons yesterday. So he's definitely doing it today, and it's fun to watch. I mean, he's one of the older guys out here competing at age 42, I believe now, and you know, for Logan Riley, Logan's less than half his age. So to see him compete at this level at this time in his life is pretty exciting.
Right now, Jay is at 12 under par. Again, a 9. He is 9 under so far. Right now has a one-shot lead over Logan Riley, who we mentioned is the state amateur champion. He only just 17 years old from Northern Virginia. He has a 2-shot lead over Brandon Berry, who has an interesting story as well that we'll get to later on in our coverage. And George Duanmane, who is coming off his 4 years at the University of Virginia. So there's a lot of success on this leaderboard coming into the final round, and none more than at the top with a guy that's won this 4 times already.
Well, it's been fun for the players to come back here to Richmond, as it is every year here. To come to Independence Golf Club, they always know they're going to get a great product for the golf course. And this year, the course is immaculate. It's in spectacular condition. Dan Taylor, the superintendent, has just done an incredible job.
And we're back with Jay's approach here on 18. Has found the fairway once again. And this pin today is not quite right in the middle of the green, but it's closer to it. Somewhat of an approachable pin here.
It's a very approachable pin. The hole is, the greens are a little bit soft today, so the hole is very receptive over there. You cannot miss this green to the right, though. It'd be a very, very difficult up and down. Most of the players just coming in here with a short iron or a wedge.
Okay, we're going to take a break right now, and when we come back, we'll show you how Jay finishes up his round here on Sunday at the 2024 State Open of Virginia.